Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 2021 Hibernian Hall Playwriting Lab Showcase. I want to thank everybody for being here. We have a good number of participants. My name is Harris Lefteri, and I am the Artistic Program Consultant at Hibernian Hall. We really appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to join us here tonight. Tonight is a night of unity. It's a night of celebration, and it's a night of highlighting our amazing artists. I would like to start by thanking Mass Cultural Council for making tonight happen and making the whole 6-week lab happen. Thanks to their support, we were able to work with our playwrights and connect with many talented artists and bring this event and this lab to life. So thank you, Mass Cultural Council. And I would also really like to thank TC Squared Theater Company for their continuous hard work, their help, their support throughout this entire process. It's amazing when artists unite and they come together. They made the process easy breezy and just fun. So thank you, TC Squared Theater Company. I want to just tell you a little bit about how we got here tonight. So we had a pretty big number of participants, individuals who applied to participate in the lab. And we went through a rigorous selection process where each individual had to submit a writing sample, they had to answer questions, and we ended up selecting our current playwrights, and we couldn't be happier. And for 6 weeks, our playwrights, along with our instructor, who I want to give a big shout out to, Jecenia Figueroa, who is not only an amazing instructor, but she is a phenomenal playwright. She's an author and she's a poet, and she was born in Boston. So shout out to Jecenia. For 6 weeks, our playwrights and Jecenia wrote and rewrote and dissected and edited their work and polished it. And then our playwrights partnered with the director and a team of actors to rehearse their plays and bring them to life for you tonight. So I want to also say that our chat is open, so feel free to virtually congratulate and celebrate everybody here tonight. And without further ado, I want you to sit back, relax, and enjoy tonight's show. Thank you, everybody.
Maggie, are you awake? I'll come back later. Hello? Hey, how's my favorite patient doing? Oh, don't speak. Your mouth might still be numb from the anesthesia. You'll bite your tongue.
How long?
Sorry?
How long?
Should wear off in about 3 hours.
No, to see the bandages.
Hey, don't touch. I know, I'm dying to see your face too, but the bandages have to stay on for 48 hours. I was thinking we could drive up to the lake house, do the unveiling there. How does that sound? Here, have some water. You must be parched. Wait, no straw. Better not. I'll have them get you a straw, but you're gonna have to take it easy for the next few days, okay? And I'm saying that as your doctor.
Fine by me. Ow!
Well, what's wrong?
Bit my tongue.
I'm telling you, please, for the next few hours, no talking unless absolutely necessary. I'll miss your voice, but
yeah, right. Your dream come true.
Busted. It's why I agreed to fix your jaw to begin with. So, oh, and no solid foods, okay? No chewing. I'll make you smoothies, soup, Get you some applesauce.
I want ice cream.
You want ice cream? We'll get ice cream.
Rum raisin.
No way.
Rum raisin.
No. Oh. Okay, but you can't have the raisins.
Oh, come on.
You can suck on them, but you're gonna have to spit them out.
Seriously.
Oh, okay, just try chewing and you're gonna see stars and ruin the whole procedure, all my beautiful work, and you're gonna have to go under the knife again. And this time, not by choice. And I'll charge you. Full price, too. I don't care that you're my fiance.
Fine, I'll pay you.
Oh, you'll pay me. How? Out of pocket? Or with sexual favors?
Mm-hmm. Oral.
Oh, with your new jaw. Oh, that'll be a while, but when it's all healed up, I'll take you up on that. You better have the premium plan of oral.
Blow your mind. Pun intended.
We'll see about that, sure.
I really need a shower.
Oh, honey, wait. You can't get the stitches wet. But when we get to the lake house, I'll draw you a warm bath and you can soak up to your shoulders and relax. I'll light a fire.
Don't mind if I do. With a nice glass of wine.
Sorry, babe. You can't have alcohol while you're on antibiotics.
Jesus. Anything else?
Hey, well, you're the one who wanted this.
Oh, please. You wanted this too, and you know it.
Well, don't put that on me. You know I love the way that you are. Were. I fell in love with the way that you were.
All your little hints and comments. You're not very subtle.
Well, what hints? What comments?
That's called a class 3 bite, babe. You know, I could fix it for you like that. Easy.
I'm a plastic surgeon. I look at faces critically. It's what I do. I can't help it.
No, you can't. That's my point.
Well, that doesn't mean I didn't love you the way that you were. I mean, you know, you're the hottest woman I've ever been with. Come here.
You're kissing my bandages.
No, it's okay.
But I can't feel anything. My whole face is still numb, remember?
Oh. Still?
Yeah. Why? Is that a problem?
No. It's fine. Everyone responds differently to anesthesia. Can you feel when I touch here?
Not really.
Not really, or not at all? Not even a dull pressure when I press here?
No. Oh my God, is something wrong?
Oh, no, calm down. You know what? Here, let me take a look, okay?
I'm freaking out, babe.
Don't freak out, okay? Just where's the oh, Jesus, they forgot to restock the gloves. Just give me a second, okay? Just
Colin?
I'll be right back, okay?
Colin?
Nurse! Someone forgot to restock the gloves in this room. And there's no straws!
Babe?
Oh, Jesus.
Colin, you're scaring me.
It's fine. Everything is fine. I just don't like when people don't do their jobs. The fucking nurses, the cleaning crew, but don't worry. Everything's fine.
You keep saying that.
Because it's true.
I don't believe you. Oh, God.
I'm right here, okay? Just stay calm, and I'll cut the bandages and take a look, and everything's gonna be fine. Okay?
Yes. Okay.
Alrighty, okay. I just need you to sit up and face this way. Okay, good. Now look up at me. Great. Now hold still. Babe, do you trust me? Babe.
No, I let you put me under and take a chisel to my jaw because I don't trust you.
Right. Okay, good. Now just hold still. I'll just work my way up slowly, okay? All right. Nice. All right, the mandible and the chin look fine. Wow, I gotta say, this is some pretty fine work.
I want to see.
Now hold your horses. Let me check swelling looks normal. Skin is nice and green. Good.
Green.
What's wrong with green? I love green.
Colin, come on. It's not funny.
Maggie, look, the whole face is going to be swollen and bruised for a few days. I told you that before the surgery. Green is good. Okay? Can I please proceed?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, now let me take a look at the nose.
Why the nose?
Shh. Hold still.
Babe, what is it?
Well, you know how you're always complaining about your nostrils being too big?
What? You didn't. What? Not my nose.
Hey, whoa. Hey, you're the one who's always making hints and comments. You don't think they're too big, like I'm flaring them? Like I'm angry? So I figured while I was fixing the jaw, I might as well fix the nose and a couple of other things you're always complaining about.
No. You have no right.
No, right. Whoa, wait. I'm your husband. Shouldn't I have a say? I'm the one who has to look at you. I'm the one that you should want to look good for. So, Whoa, Maggie, what the fuck?
That's all I've ever wanted. To be perfect for you. How could I be so stupid?
Okay, hold on. Let me explain.
Explain what? You're insane. I want my old face back.
I'm insane. Babe, you know how much people pay to have a nose by me? To get what I gave you for free? Because I love you?
Stay away from me, you psycho.
Whoa, babe, you just can't stop criticizing yourself all the time, and it was driving me crazy.
Oh, let go of me.
Look, okay, fine. Are you gonna stay calm?
Let go.
Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Where are you going?
I want to see myself.
I'm telling you, it's not going to look good for a few days.
Get out of my way.
Okay. All right then. Hold on.
He opens the nightstand drawer and takes out a portable mirror. He holds it up for her. She looks into it. There are no scars, no stitches, bruises, or swelling.
What the? I don't understand.
Maggie, I love you.
You didn't change anything. My jaw, my nose, they're still...
I told you I loved you the way you were. Can you see it now?
You put me under. I couldn't feel my face.
I didn't know what else to do. Here, can you feel this? I love your low brow. And your flared nostrils. And your class 3 bite. Wait, I'm serious. Can you feel it?
I think I'm starting to.
Where did you come from?
Coming from you? That's funny.
Escaped? No? More precisely, materialized. Impressive, but How? Was it you or did I?
Don't overestimate yourself. I saw you were blocked over that first date scene and thought I might bemuse.
Oh, the music helps, but softly. Pianissimo. Jojo's asleep. First time Yolanda's left him for more than a minute.
How's all that going for you and Yolanda?
Sweet. Hard to. Still, Jojo's adorable.
And Yolanda, is she strong enough? Especially for you. You and I go back a long time, even before you had that first date with her. You could be real moody if things aren't going your way.
That's not your business.
Ah! Now don't be touchy. Remember? You listened to this over and over when you were writing my first scene. Come on, 4 hands like we used to.
I can't. I don't play anymore. I lost the touch. Too much typing.
It'll come back. Follow my lead. Oh, poor thing. You are blocked.
Yeah. That hopelessly awkward first date goodnight moment. They each need to find out if there's something more.
Sort of like.
Offstage, Jojo cries out. Yolanda replaces Cantrell on piano bench. How did it go?
Good. Very good. I made real progress on that first date scene.
No, silly. How was Jojo?
Beautiful. Perfect. He slept the whole time.
Sweet, but he must be hungry. I think I'm about to leak.
Weird, huh? I had my own moment of weirdness. Was working so intensely on a character, it felt like I was having a real live conversation. My juices got flowing and I surprised even myself. You know what I mean?
No, dear, no, I actually don't. But that's okay. I'm gonna go nurse Jojo. Hot, late September evening. Cantrell under sheet on daybed. Enter Victor.
Yo, Yolanda? Yo? Jojo finally asleep, supper in fridge, phone message from Steve, urgent, deadline, good luck, join us when you finish. Yeah, exhausted, double that, urgent deadline, triple that, Agent Steve, more like Agent of Death Steve, no script, no future, fuck that. A drink had been better than supper. Seeing you around. No, damn it, that's not right. It's too tepid, not Cantrell. Come on and see me after the show. That's better. That's exactly what she'd say.
No way. Not gonna pass my lips.
Oh God, no, not tonight.
Yeah, you bet not tonight. Not any night. Not going to say such a stupid line.
Being a little contrary, Cantrell, but don't start. It's late. I'm wiped. School was an effing nightmare. The dress rehearsal blew up when Juliet decides to spout her own lines. I stop her. She pouts. She says, a hot dog by any other name is still a hot dog, so why can't I do my own words? I had to clear the set, so Cantrell...
I'm not responsible for you losing control of your dress rehearsal. I'm responsible for being me.
Damn, that's too much already from you. I'm on deadline. This is
me. Ta-da! Just like you made me.
Not exactly, Cantrell. Not how I...
Yeah, but how you might have. If you had the courage. Or the cojones.
What's come over you? Or maybe gotten into you? I need to finish this first date scene now. Deadline.
Oh, forget the D line. Try the L line. Love me. Because I'm beautiful. You made me, and
Myth, the Pygmalion myth, old-fashioned, out-of-date cliche. I've got other characters that I am...
Don't say that.
Then say your new line now.
Not happening. Too passive-aggressive. Wait, who are you to be putting words in my mouth?
Putting words in your mouth? You're kidding, right? Who, for God's sake, do you think you are?
Me. I'm me. And I'd never say anything like, come on up if you're free.
No, not free, damn it. Free is vapid. After the show implies purpose. I hate it when you screw up your lines.
Screw up my lines? I didn't. You did. You gotta write better. Or let me say my own words.
Oh, no way. That is not your role. You can inspire sometimes. I create sometimes. I write the words, you say them. Words matter. My life, your life is words.
Ah. Your problem revealed. Your manhood is locked away in a dictionary. Your life may be words. Mine's living, loving. You never could imagine love. You don't love me. You don't love anyone.
No, alas, I did love you, Cantrell. I did. At the start when you were smart and funny, but now you rend my heart. You shouldn't have that power.
Me, power over you. You're mocking me. You who created and control me. Take a closer look. I've got a baby now too.
You are on something. A relapse.
No loving. No saying after the show. I'm fixing on being free, living free like all the rest of God's creatures.
Cantrell, hold on. You can't be serious. I made you, named you. You are not, never were one of God's creatures, unless you believe I'm God and I'm not. Deadline's the clear sign of my mortality.
Your deadline ain't gonna keep me from my freedom.
I don't have time for your madness.
Oh, you don't understand me at all. I need a different role.
Different. Okay, different. Beware of what you asked for. What if I put you in a slasher story? You won't like that, will
That a
you?
threat?
Take it any way you want. Say your line. Shh. Lots of proactive citizens out there. I don't want to get shot. Help yourself. Say your new line. What are you doing?
Typing. Editing.
No, you can't do that. Inspire, maybe. Edit, never. Oh my God. My analyst said men create women to satisfy their deepest fantasies. You should read this one. I should have erased her long ago. Stop. Stop typing. Stop editing. I never threatened you. We were having a discussion, okay? A dispute? That is not the same
You
as...
threatened me.
Not exactly, Cantrell. Remember, you asked, was I threatening you? Words do matter.
You said slasher story.
Okay, yeah, I confess I did, but that was because I was upset, exhausted. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. It's late. I've got a deadline. I've had a long, bitter day, and I just wanted to improve the script a little.
No. You wanted me to say something stupid, contrary to myself, like violate myself. You're not paying attention. You don't understand.
What? I am paying complete attention. There was no violence or violation. What am I not understanding?
Me! My essence. The new me.
I gave you a new line.
That was only messing with my mind.
Oh, okay. Telling you to change your line is, yeah, I get it, from your point of view, like messing with my mind.
And?
No, and, but, or why. Now, deadline. Say your new line.
You still don't get it, do you? I don't want him to come on up. The first date is over, done. I've made up my mind.
Your mind?
Yeah, my mind. What is so challenging about that? I've had enough of him. I don't want any more.
But that won't work. That shuts the whole scene down before it even gets started.
Then take the scene in a whole different direction. Be creative.
Like,
you're up for that? The challenge of a rewrite? Start with my name.
What's wrong with your name?
I've never liked it. Can't. Who would want a name like that? It's not who I am, not who I want to be.
Why? What did you have in mind?
Yolanda.
You've crossed a line, Trell. Get out of my face.
Yolanda. Do it. Make my name Yolanda, or I'll suck the life juices out of you. You'll never write another word. My hands on your body. My lips cover your lips. My breath takes your breath. My words over your words.
Name, please.
William.
And
Shakespeare. First name William.
title, rank,
Nay.
middle name, mother's maiden name.
Madam, stop. What's in a name?
That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet.
Clever.
Well, Mr. William Shakespeare, with no title or middle names, have thee an occupation.
Schoolmaster, actor, gentleman, dramatist.
What shall I write on the form?
World famous playwright. My writings.
I've never heard of thee.
You shall. Soon everyone will know my work.
Oh, positive thinking's admirable. I'll call thee aspiring playwright on the form.
Call me soon to be famous playwright. William Shakespeare. No middle name.
I'll call thee aspiring playwright, not famous.
Almost famous.
Struggling writer, really.
Well, really, nearly famous. Write it down.
As you like. Nearly famous playwright William, no middle name, Shakespeare. How may I be of service?
Most kind and fair maiden, I require an investment in me.
Alone.
Not alone, an opportunity.
Thou art not a landowner?
Nay, I told thee, playwright.
Struggling playwright.
Almost famous.
What reason doth thee purport for seeking a loan?
Investment. May I remark how gracious thou art, fair lady, and virtuous, and exceedingly tender-hearted. You reek of fragrant gardenia.
Time, Mr. Shakespeare. We're running out of time. I'm meeting a plague pharmacist at mid-afternoon.
I've written a new play. It's going to be a smash. In the meanwhile, mortgage requires payment. That's where doth thou come in, fair, gentle, guardian angel?
With the money.
Investment. My plays will be lauded. Big hits, effusive reviews. The future is bright. I'll purchase the second largest house in Stratford and own property in London.
Good cheers, very exciting.
The Globe Theatre shall produce my plays.
The Globe. Never heard of it.
It hasn't been built yet.
I see. Your confidence is impressive. What's your play about?
Star-crossed lovers. It's called Bert and Mildred.
Bert and Mildred?
Your visage is sour.
Forgive me, but thou choice of names is lackluster. But what's in a name?
Mildred is all the rage. What about Ralph and Stanley?
Mr. Shakespeare, thou shalt never succeed in the cutthroat theatre world.
I shall. A fortune teller told me.
Which one?
Caleb Williams.
Oh, yes, I've heard he's good. He leads everyone.
According to him, I'll be the most revered dramatist in England, nay, the world. My plays will prosper for centuries. At some date in the future, the scripts become public domain and theatres produce my work for free. It's pigeon-livered, thrifty theatres.
You claim that your plays will endure for centuries.
Not I, the soothsayer. I'll be remembered.
Well, what could it matter if thou art remembered? You'll be dead.
Heretic.
In what genre do you write?
Comedy, romance, tragedy, history. I dabble in poetry. Write that down. Also does poetry. Tragedy is my bread and butter.
What's the secret to fine tragedy?
Plot twists, unexpected actions, perpetia, and death. Lots of death. Can't have enough of it.
Oh, I prefer simple stories and no death. Why must there be conflict?
If thou dost not desire conflict, you might as well drink your tea and cream at night and go to bed alone and be a shriveled spinster.
I am not a spinster.
You're married then?
Nay.
Betrothed?
Well, nay. I am a spinster, but I have engagements.
Lovers?
Could be.
Any lovers who are writers?
Writers make tepid lovers. They talk a good game, sweet nothings and so forth, but quite ho-hum between the sheets.
Thou hast never had a lover.
I have had at least 2 lovers, or probably 1, and it's none of your business. Now then, thou claim thou art to be financially stable?
I'm the most soon-to-be famous writer in the entire world. My lady, I am the Bard of Avon.
Well, the pursuit of art is noble. 'Tis an honor to meet you. Mr. Shakespeare, have thou pondered the fortune of the brilliant playwrights that come after thee?
So what?
What happens to them if thou doth become famous for centuries?
Yes, I see what thou art getting at. I suppose those other playwrights die unnoticed. I receive all the acclaim.
Even the talented ones? They die unnoticed too.
Especially them. I take up the spotlight. There's no room left for the others.
But doesn't that seem fair?
Well, according to the soothsayer, theatre's produced my plays ad nauseum for centuries. At the community theatre level, non-profit, professional troops, public theatre, dinner theatre, regional theatres, in every language in the world, and in every school, far and wide.
Oh, schools too.
You should see little children reading my soliloquies. It's purely agonizing. Bert and Mildred will be a worldwide phenomenon.
Thou needest to change the name. Have you considered Romeo? Romeo and Juliet, like the poem.
But the name Juliet is
lovely.
Common.
Well, what happens to the woman in your play, to Juliet?
Mildred is forbidden from her true love, and in a desperate attempt to be reunited with Bert, she fakes her own death so they can be together. But the message fails to reach Bert, and believing Mildred dead, he takes his life in her tomb. Mildred wakes to find his corpse beside her and kills herself.
They're both dead? That doesn't make sense. Did he check her pulse? Nobody will go to see that. I mean, why would she fake her death? She's too impulsive.
She's young.
Well, what is her age?
Mildred is 13.
13? Are you out of your mind?
It's young love.
Thou art appalling, Mr. Shakespeare, with no title and no middle name.
Thou art peevish. You think you could do better?
I know I could.
Go ahead. Here, write a 300-page tragedy. Let's see how far you get.
300 pages? You're gonna murder your audience with words.
I get paid by the word.
Well, why not call it Romeo and James? How does that strike thee?
2 men, intriguing, but nay.
Well, all the actors are men anyway. Why not have a love story with men?
You're exhausting. It's my play, not yours. Mind your business. Now, about my loan.
So, thou admits it is a loan.
I admit. Impossible, woman.
Well, I require a guarantee that you'll reimburse the bank.
I told thee, I plan to be success. It's in the cards. I'll be the most produced playwright in history.
Oh, that's all well and good, but thou looketh a bit sickly.
Impossible. I'm filled with vitality. I live to be the ripe old age of 52.
Oh, 52. How do you die?
The soothsayer was unclear. How old art thee?
Can't remember. I mean, what's in a number?
Thou art a spinster. Thou art at least 27.
Well, I'm not 13.
Madam, thou art not youthful, nor temperate, but thou art beguiling.
I'll admit there's something to thee.
My dashing good looks.
Oh, nay, your irksome wordiness.
I have proficient verbal dexterity. How long have you toiled at the Bank of Stratford?
All my life.
A lady mustn't work.
Oh, well, what must a lady do if not work? Sit pleasantly eating cakes and staring placidly into space.
Ah, perfect notion. Don't you recall? You prefer a life without conflict.
I have a secret to confess.
Do tell.
I wish to be a playwright.
Liar! A real writer wouldn't work in a bank.
Not every gentlewoman has the luxury to pursue her dream. A pox on thee! I deny your loan.
Very funny. Are you serious? You can't be.
I can. Loan denied.
If you don't grant the loan, then I might
Then
just...
what?
I'll go to debtor's prison.
You'll find another way to pay your mortgage. You have friends in high places.
But, my lady, I am in dire jeopardy. I owe debts on my home, my playing company, even the parchment paper I write upon.
Neither a borrower nor a lender be. Farewell.
Is this not a bank? I demand an audience with the manager.
The manager is dead. Last night, 'twas quite sudden. He choked on a plum.
Death by stone fruit.
Aye.
Then bring out the owner.
You're looking at her.
Thou.
Aye. Well, my father, and he's in the Orient. He won't return until the winter.
If I don't get the money, then just... Have you seen the creditors, madame? They'll break every bone in my body.
That would be unfortunate.
What if we make a deal?
I'm listening.
Dost thou care to be an actor in my play?
I am not allowed. I am a woman.
I'll allow it.
An actor is a puppet. I wish to be the writer, to decide the fate of people.
Egomaniac.
Right back at you.
And what will thee write?
A love story gone awry.
That's every story in the world. Tell me the plot.
Are you mad? If I reveal the plot, thou shalt copy it and make all the money.
I am mad. Mad for thee. Madam, hear my soul speak. Of the very instant I saw you, did my heart fly at your service.
You have a way with words.
I am goodly handsome, too.
In a feeble sort of way.
And hard-working.
Thou hast been handed everything on a silver platter. You're practically a member of the ruling class. You have well-to-do connections. The system is rigged.
It's beyond my control. The point is, I'm exceedingly entertaining. Everyone admires me. Ladies, too.
Some ladies, I suppose. Not all. Not I.
The lady doth protest too much, methinks.
May I borrow your glove, sir?
Who are you? What is your name, madame?
My name is... I am nobody.
If you are nobody, you shall never be somebody.
You may exit. Good day, sir.
I challenge you to a duel.
You dare challenge a woman to a duel?
Art thou too docile? Too cowering? Hath thee no sword?
I am a mere gentlewoman. I am as delicate as a garden hollyhock. On guard!
With years of life came tests and trials, and nights when tears replaced the smile. Though God was right there all the while, my soul was not at rest. But I lived to tell that I made it through. So instead of singing about the blues, I bring you news to encourage you.
Well, good morning, Dee Dee. Another day of trouble for you. Oh, will you be joining me for dinner tonight? Last night I wasted a good piece of steak for you to eat with me. Oh, it's in the fridge if you want it for lunch.
I'm not hungry. Gonna get the phone, or you just gonna let it ring?
My house and my time. I'm not picking up any phone calls until 9 a.m. I am retired. Pay me to stop the noise if you care so much for me answering. And whoever calling will call back later.
You know what? I'll join you for dinner. I ran out of money, so party's over anyway.
Yeah. Knowing you, your party will start up again in another 2 weeks or the first of the month. Put some strong stuff in them new folks these days. Your small money stretching for 5 minutes of the party. Oh, let me get the phone. Getting on my nerves. I'll see you tonight. Hello. Mac residence. How may I help you?
Hello. Good morning. I was trying to reach someone related to the Mac family. My mother's looking for her maternal family, and we received your number. Is this Charlene? Oh, I'm sorry, Charlene Mac? Hello? Hello? Is this she?
This is Charlene. Who's asking again? How do you know my name?
Glad to meet you. My name is Phoebe, and I'm helping my mother who has been looking for years. My mother's name is Robin. Are you a Mac? We matched with a cousin on Ancestry.com.
Which cousin was this? Who told you about me?
Oh, cousin Cheryl matched with my mom on genetic testing, but it wasn't a sibling match based on the percentage range. Cheryl thinks that you might know more about my mother. She didn't want to tell us too much though. Could you help? I want to try to vet people before I have my mother call. And I was told, and I quote, call Charlene, she knows it all. Well, nice to meet you. Do you have any time to talk?
No, not today, not tomorrow. This is not how I want to start my morning or week.
Yes, ma'am. I'll call tomorrow or maybe over the weekend. Nice to meet you.
Oh, this is too early in the morning for all of this. I have to pray. I got no words for that child. God, I never questioned your path, and I only relied on your guidance all my life. Now, I may not have followed your plan all my days because things happen. Lead me to the light. I doubt this is my long-lost sister's daughter. Is she really calling me? I buried feelings and hurt. Oh, please make it right. I trust in your guidance and signs.
I was outside smoking. Oh, sorry, you were praying? Again? Early in the morning? What happened now?
In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
What's going on? But you know what? I am glad you picked up the phone though, and I'm surprised because most of the time you just let it ring when you're cooking, eating, watching TV, or talking to me. Basically, you never pick up the phone and you don't be praying in the middle of the day. Look a little sad. What happened?
Girl, you're crazy. People can pray more than just in meals. I can pray every minute if I need to in order to build my strength and composure. Why are you still here in my face, huh?
Who's on the phone? And why are you being so secretive?
Just leave me alone. Why you want to know who was on the phone? It was memories and pain.
Seriously. Memories and Pain was on the phone with you early in the morning?
They won't call back or come back. I ain't got time for it today, tomorrow, or never. I got to call cousin Cheryl. She's always starting up minding folks' business. Youngest daughter got her that iPad. And ever since then, she's been on that social media, posting, sharing, and now finding people and whatnot. I would tell her, don't be bringing some nonsense to my doorstep. I got enough I'm dealing with your brother, Robert, being in and out of the hospital.
Ah, brother Robert. You better recognize that fool. He still is in the hospital, huh?
Yeah, he's still there. Y'all just take turns with the different ailments and me going back and forth to the hospital. Robert and you are drinking and smoking too much.
Nah, he's back in there again. He was just in there 2 months ago.
Yeah, well, go and visit him instead of just loving him from afar.
I don't love from afar. That's you, Charlene. You always do and always have. I owe him some money and I'm almost done collecting my IOUs and my winnings, but I know we don't even care, but you know, it's me. I know what I gotta do, man. I gotta make it right, man.
Two fools, one saint, and a Robin. Robert ain't worried about your little money. He wants some company in the hospital. We have to be stronger than we look.
I heard you say that. That phone call must have been a bad one, huh? Because the only time mommy would say that was when she was sad. And she would walk around the house and say it real loud. Two fools, one saint, and a Robin.
You're finally right about something. We took turns being either the fool or the saint, huh? Never the Robin.
Mm-hmm. I was never the saint or the Robin. Just a fool.
Oh, hush. Are we talking junk this early about mommy? In life, we all take turns being the fool and the saint. For you, mostly was the fool. Well, you ain't been no saint. And I know because I witnessed it my entire life.
Too bad, too bad. Sad, okay? No, but seriously though, are you gonna answer the phone for pain and suffering?
I ain't got many years left and I don't want to waste it being someone's fool.
Okay, well, that's on you. I'm leaving now. But I'll see you later for dinner. See you in a little bit.
You know, that girl, Phoebe, called again this morning. I'm calling every day at the same time this entire week.
Phoebe, I had a phone ring in the morning, but I'm thinking that's a bill collector guy. What you so scared about, Charlene?
I'm not scared. It's more like frustrated that we're reliving our childhood and have to explain our shortcomings and open up healed wounds. Besides, how would we know if they're just looking for money or a handout?
If it was the money, it's the wrong number.
Well, you never have any money. I pay all the bills around here working hard.
And I'm always grateful. And I benefit from your hard work. You're my saint. Always have, always will be.
Phone wakes me up. It's a phone call that never stops. That girl, Phoebe.
What's she calling for? We ain't got nothing to give. I mean, when I'm really looking at it, ain't more than $5 around here. Look around, your appliances are the old kind. We can listen to see what she wants at least, but I take the phone call for us if that's it.
I already know what she wants. She thinks her mother is Robin, a long lost sister separated when she was taken from us. Cousin Cheryl is vouching this may be Robin, who we've been looking for all these years. Cousin Cheryl thinks we should take the test to prove it. What do I have to prove? Only to God, nothing owed to human beings.
Robin? Well, that's great news. I mean, I want to finally meet her, Robin. If Phoebe's her daughter, then that's our niece. Come on. It would be nice to have another niece around. I mean, me and you, we never got to have kids.
I don't know if it would be good for us now. There's lots of hard memories to relive. Let's just wait, since we need to help Robert right now. Focus on him right now. He's getting sicker every day. We waited all these years. We can wait a little longer. Last night, I got 2 hours of sleep. You coming back and forth in the house didn't help.
Well, I want to talk to that girl if she's related to Robin. I want to meet Robin. I've been hearing about her my whole life. That's my sister. Your sister too. I mean, why wait? I barely know the entire story about how she left us because I wasn't even born then.
I'll be quiet. I just ain't about to trust no test and DNA matching. Well, what does that mean? What is Ancestry.com? People used to know who their folks were and didn't double check with science.
It's a new thing. We're of an older generation during these times.
What next? We're supposed to let her into our family with open arms. I have hesitations and many reservations. Now, who knows how she was raised? When she left, it crushed mommy and made her mean and angry. Plus, how are we supposed to know what DNA percentages mean? Trust in science is foreign to me. I know only to trust in the Lord and all his glories.
You know what? You wait on all that divine intervention all you want to. We finally found our long lost sister. I'm tired of waiting. It's been 50 years.
Well, I believe it when I see it. I know what a Mac looks like. We all got one big toe, big teeth gaps, and curly hair. If she ain't a true Mac, I will know with just 1 second. Not a picture, and damn sure not a science test. I want to see her in person on my terms. My life, my way.
You know what? It's always your way. It's always your route and our shared pain. Your look, your personality, even the way you walk, especially your thinking. So much like our mother. And it never served her being mean and nasty.
I have reasons for being mean and always being beaten and taking the licks for my siblings. You talk to that girl then, not me. And good luck answering the phone since you're barely here in the morning or awake.
When she calls, I'll pick up the phone. A promise to both of us and mommy.
Don't be promising me anything I don't need or ask for.
Didn't you just ask for divine intervention? Your prayers have been answered, or rather have been. And look, you ain't even have to answer the phone.
I did answer, and I told her I'm not interested. Memories and pain ain't no kind of good prayer for me, more like a nightmare revisited.
Our childhood was hard and made us who we are though. But let me quote Langston Hughes' poem. Life for me ain't been no crystal stair. It's had its tacks, its splinters, and my favorite line of all, I've been a climbing and a reaching and a turning corners. Turning corners for me been more like running away from the past and dodging all memories.
You'd repeat that poem constantly in grade school. Mommy said she lived that life. She got angry and said loudly, and life for me ain't been no crystal stair. Hell, neither for any of us looking back now.
Mm. School was my escape, you know? You and mommy, y'all always fighting. And then when you moved out, it got harder. And then it's just.
Listen up. Listen real good, Deidre. Don't be sharing too much with that girl. It may be a scam for money or they need something we ain't got. You see that good vase over there? That's expensive. And those are some good pots with the copper bottoms. I got stuff in other rooms. You know, you live here.
You know what? I hope she doesn't want our money, just our DNA, because that's all we got. I got plenty of spit that she can have. And if you don't, I will, or Robert will.
Spit? My spit is going to be in some white people's lab? Oh, no, thank you, Hale. That is asking for way too much. Who's nasty and ungodly? Oh, just plain uncouth, asking old people to spit.
Spit is free of charge. And it's worth it to find Robin.
Oh, how much spit? What's that in bacon terms? A tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, 10 teaspoons? I don't just be spitting anywhere and everywhere, not for a laugh. Telling me more than I want to know about myself and others. Here. Why now does she want to find us?
Charlie, you are being difficult right now. I mean, we got more from gaining from finding out the results. I mean, honestly, nobody wants your stuff, Charlene. Nobody.
And don't share too many details. Telling the truth will hurt too many people.
Whatever. I'm gonna grab that. Second. Hello? This is Deidre. Yes, this is the Mac president. Ooh. Guess that's the good news we've been waiting for. We finally found our long lost sister. I thought this would never happen.
Hush, Deidre.
I gave up when I was 10 years old. If I would ever meet the infamous Robin. Like, sometimes I would think it was all just a lie, you know. Mommy would talk all types of crazy back
I hate you when you talk bad about mommy. Let all people die as saints. Let mommy be the saint, and we the two grown-ass fools right here listening and discussing this nonsense. I heard you talking to Phoebe. Let memories die. It's been too long.
You're always telling me what to do. Relax. Our mother did tell lies. And this really could be her, and we're the true fools if we don't figure it out.
Robert is sick right now, which just proves why we should let it die.
Phoebe ain't calling back until next week, and I mean, I can't wait to tell Robert. His twin has been found. Well, all this good news is gonna cheer him up. Like, you know what? For me, a good drink, a little smoke. That's gonna be my escape. Plus, I'm gonna take my old friend Vodka with me to this solo party I'm about to have. So I'll see you later.
Okay. Guess I'm by myself again for a few days. How dare she tell me to relax? From Deidre to Robert, I'm always worrying and running and healing their wounds. Then I'm supposed to accept a new wound being reopened? Hell no to that. I buried those memories when mommy died. There's lots of dirt on that wound. This is foolishness. Why she want to see us, get to know us? We ain't got nothing. We ain't got nothing to give her. I just got a pot to piss in and what pillow to lay my head. Plus, I know how to trust these tests. I can tell by the face test if she's a Mac. If she's short, light brown skin, and her mannerisms, then I will say, okay, that test is right. Who got money to pay for a test? It sounds expensive. My insurance gives me one visit a year and I can't afford anything else. So I will not eat potatoes and broth soup for a week to save money again. It's been too long. It's been too long. Mommy taught me one thing, which was to let bad memories die where we left them.
An elderly, successful architect in failing health wants to design one last project at the college where she and her husband met years earlier. The college has seen better days and its young president is desperate for every cent he can get from this wealthy architect.
So, tell me, Florence, how does it feel to be back at your old alma mater?
Well, President Connors.
It's Ryan. It's Ryan to you.
Ryan, it must be what, 10 years since Lester and I visited? It was before you became president, I know. This campus certainly has changed.
Yeah, I shook things up when I came on board. Tough times for colleges these days. The city threw us a lifeline because our students keep the local businesses afloat. They need us.
It's always nice to feel needed.
Well, we need you, Florence. You and Lester are two of our most famous alums. Beaufort Designs, biggest architectural firm in the world. Buildings in 22 countries.
23. Before Lester died last year, we built a tower in Dubai, 96 stories.
Amazing. All of us here at the college are so proud of you and your husband. And this space right here in the middle of the common is the future site of the Lester and Florence Beaufort Student Center. It will be a sparkling jewel in our college's crown, all thanks to your generosity.
We'll be building a student center here, next to that bizarre slab of granite?
This statue is a gift from one of our fine arts graduates. She owns a studio in Soho.
How much of a donation did she give you to display this monstrosity?
How much will you give me to remove it? But seriously, she's a talented lady. We were thrilled to get the statue. It's called Remembrance.
It should be called torture. Look, Ryan, Beaufort Designs has a reputation. If we donate and design a $100 million student center here at the university, the project will need to reflect the artistry for which our firm is known. And it may be my last project. My health isn't good.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
This is my last chance to make my mark. Harvard asked me to design a center, but I said no. This college is my alma mater. This is where my heart is.
Yes.
But whatever we build here has to reflect Lester and my values.
Just say the word, dear lady. The college is so grateful to you and Beaufort Designs. So the fundraising office tells me that you and Lester were inspired by a tree here on campus.
Yes. Years ago when we were students, Lester and I discovered this magnificent Japanese 20-foot maple down by the grove. We'd sit for hours underneath its branches. How we loved that tree. We incorporated Japanese maples into all of our buildings as a tribute. Ryan, can we check on the tree? It was in good shape when Lester and I saw it 10 years ago.
By all means. It's in the grove.
Well, near there.
Well, those Japanese maples are hardy. I'm sure it's still around. Let's go and find that special tree of yours. It'll give us a chance to discuss the plans for the student center.
I hate being so sentimental. Lester always said, Florence, the past can't be a slave to the future. Lester and I never looked back. We traveled the world. We bulldozed over all those dilapidated old neighborhoods and replaced them with nice, modern developments. The locals would complain, and Lester and me, we said, tough luck. Make way for the future.
I admire your attitude, Florence. We think alike.
This college brought Lester and me so much happiness. Funny. Campus looks smaller. I don't remember those hideous apartment buildings.
Well, we sold some land when I took over. The buyers put up a bunch of shabby row houses.
Dreadful. To quote a member of the royal family who once complained about our towers in London, those buildings are so ugly, I wouldn't even piss on them.
Well, it's tough times in the academic world, not for the squeamish, but I'm feeling good about this new student center. Beautiful Beaufort glass and Japanese maples.
Yes, tasteful. Not like that piece of concrete excrement you built over there in the corner. Why did you tear down that Gothic library with the columns? I loved that building.
Yes, well, we demolished the library to make way for our video and media center. Students can take courses in the psychology of their favorite video game characters. Then they put on these really cool virtual reality glasses and play a character in the video game.
In my day, we studied Chaucer and Shakespeare.
Well, times change. That building was a generous gift from the estate of Jeremiah Holmes.
Jeremiah Holmes died? Heavens, he was always so full of life.
Died in his sleep, they said, old age. Not that 90 is old. I mean, just look at you. You're so young and vibrant. What's your secret?
It's simple, Ryan. Keep breathing, keep moving, and never look back.
Whoa, skateboarder behind you. Hey, watch where you're going, you freaking kid. Are you okay? Are you okay, Florence?
I'm fine. Why are those little vultures riding skateboards?
Oh, that. Yeah. It's just part of the deal we made with the city. Had to build the local kids a skateboard park on our campus.
A tasteful skateboard park, I hope.
Of course. Now, let's go and find that tree. You know, I'd love to have our student center incorporate that lotus flower design that Beaufort used in Japan.
The Kikuchi Center?
Yeah.
Not everybody was a fan. At the dedication, this ancient Japanese woman came hobbling up to Lester and me. And I'm thinking, oh, how sweet. This grandmother wants to thank us for beautiful buildings we just built. Ryan, that town was an eyesore with all the sea shanties. Lester and I worked with Kikuchi to build senior housing. We didn't just throw the old folk who lived there to the wind.
Of course not. You and Lester were always generous philanthropists.
So this old woman looked me in the eye, and there's this emptiness in her expression. And she points to Lester and my buildings and says a single word in Japanese, kegare. Then she says it again very quietly, kegare. So I ask our translator what that word means, and the translator hesitates. And she and the old woman jabber back and forth in Japanese. And finally, the translator turns to me with tears in her eyes, and she tells me, this woman says you have destroyed her soul. You've replaced her precious memories with your disgusting cesspool of a building.
That woman has no taste.
She didn't see the beauty. She only saw what was gone, that worthless pile of sea shacks Lester and I had destroyed that held memories for her. And she looked at me one last time and she said it again. Kegare.
Kegare? Kegare?
Something impure, unclean, something with a stain and a disgrace attached. She saw when she looked at our building. She looked so sad, so lost, as if Lester and I had sucked the very blood out of her.
Wow. Well, never mind her. I can't stop singing your praises, dear lady. And speaking of singing, you sang in the choir as a student, I hear. Did I tell you that our choir won 2 awards? Their singing could melt your heart like butter on hot pancakes. Too bad that their closet of a rehearsal space holds them back.
Well, I suppose some nice donor could come along and build an new studio.
Well, I wasn't asking, Florence, really. I mean, $100 million gift. You're doing more than enough already, but it would make such a difference to the kids. Would you consider it?
I'll make you a deal. If you help me find Lester and my beloved tree, and the studio is yours.
All right. Well, let's go. Florence, I think you're headed the wrong way. The grove's back this way.
No, the tree's near the grove, not in it. It's a huge tree, just beyond this stream here.
No. I thought you said it was in the grove.
No. It's around this corner. I remembered this part of the campus so well I could walk it with my eyes closed. I can practically see Lester.
Well, Florence, stop. I need to tell you something, okay? Florence.
I've come all this way to see my tree and I'm going to see it. Here we are. I don't understand all these teenagers skateboarding on this horrible, ugly concrete. You cut down our tree.
Florence, I'm so sorry. I honestly thought that it was back there in the grove, not here. I feel horrible. That monster of a tree cost us a fortune to dig up. When we built the skateboard park, it was just...
How could you replace such a beautiful tree with this abomination?
Well, just try to understand. The college was going under, the city saved our behinds, but only if we kept the local teens off the street by building a skateboard park. It was just a tree, one of many.
Was our tree?
Oh, hey, look, I've got an idea. We'll plant an entire row of Japanese maples in front of the new student center, and the college will pay for them. All right, another idea. Wait, we must have an old snapshot of your special tree somewhere. I'll ask our video crew to create a virtual reality experience. And Florence, I promise you, you will literally feel like when you put those goggles on that you're sitting under your beloved tree with Lester once again.
No, it's gone. It's all gone.
No, it's not gone. It's just more modern. You know, skateboarding's an Olympic sport now. This is the future.
But you built your future on my past. No, this is keggery, Ryan. You have sullied every good memory of this college I've had. As that royal family member once said, I wouldn't piss on this place now.
Well, Florence, okay, but to quote your late husband, the future can't be a slave to the past, now can it?
Maybe not. But to quote me, I can walk it myself right over to Harvard, where the Lester and Florence Beaufort Student Center is going to be built, not here. Thank you, Ryan, for this enlightening tour.
Florence, wait. Florence, freaking $100 million tree. Kegare, ha! You give me $100,000 and I'll turn this college into a Chuck E. Cheese, a giant one. Ugh.
Okay, thank you everyone for joining us. I'm going to quickly invite all of the actors back just to do a quick wave in lieu of a curtain call. So actors, if you would turn your cameras back on and just give us a quick wave and just hear the audience applauding you from their homes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So now I hope you audience members will stick around. We're going to do a quick talk back with all of our playwrights from tonight's show. So playwrights, if you would, turn your cameras on and we'll get started. Audience members, if you would like to submit a question for any of the playwrights involved tonight, feel free to throw those in the chat. Or in the Q&A function. It might be better at the moment to do the Q&A because the chat is moving pretty fast, but I will try and keep an eye out for any questions or even comments that you have about the work tonight. I got one playwright. Do I have the other playwrights coming back in as well? There we go. We got a few more coming in.
Great job, actors, directors. Woo! Great job. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, great job, everybody. I don't see any questions as of yet, so I'll get us started with my own question. If we could just go around and all of the playwrights tell us what was your favorite part of this process, the play lab, the showcase, all of this, or either your favorite or the most surprising, or both, whichever you want to talk about.
This is Rodrigo. Thanks, Aaron. You've been wonderful and really great, and Jesse and Marty and the other playwrights. I think for me it was just hearing the instructors, Jesse and Marty, the comments that they had, not just on my piece, but I learned a lot from what they said to the other playwrights about their pieces. I loved hearing the pieces, and some of the playwrights actually worked on different pieces throughout the thing. So I loved, and also we gave each other feedback. So that was really, really great too. I felt like a playwright. I don't get a playwright every day. So for once a week, I'd be a playwright. And it felt really, really great.
I agree with Rodrigo. I wanted to thank Jesse and Marty and everybody with Hibernian and TC Squared. What a lovely program. I was so happy to meet all my fellow playwrights and work together and get feedback every week. And really just everybody has such a unique, different style. It was lovely. And thank you. I just want to thank, again, Jesse and Marty. You gals are amazing. And I was so excited when I saw my director and my actors, Mark and Tamika and Elise, the director. You took my breath away. Thank you. That was just exactly what I intended, and you did it. Mwah, beautiful. So just thank you, everybody.
I'd also like to thank everyone, Jesse and Marty. Aaron, thank you for all the technical help, and everyone else at Hibernian and TC Squared. And a special thank you to my wonderful director, Donna, and our wonderful actors, Lynn and Bai Kim. You were exceptional. And for me, it was just great learning how to write a play. and getting to hear from everyone else, you know, as we shared this journey with our plays and becoming playwrights. So thank you all for everything. It was great.
At the risk of repeating everyone else, double that and triple it. So it was a wonderful experience, and thanks to all, and a special shout out to Laura and to Nick for their work.
I just appreciate the camaraderie of on our Thursday playwriting course class. And it became real to me when I saw the lovely actors just play out the scene. And then I'm just very happy that my family and friends are here to see the work.
Fantastic. We do have a couple questions from the audience. A couple of them are kind of along the same lines. So if the playwrights could talk a little bit about what inspired the play that you presented tonight. What was kind of the genesis that you started with?
Rodrigo, you want to go in the same order?
Well, in that case, I'll start. This is Rodrigo. Believe it or not, mine is actually based on a true story. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
A classmate of mine who had a class 3 bite, her fiance was a plastic surgeon, said, I can fix it for you. And she actually got more than she thought she was going to get. And that was fairly traumatic. And so I've never forgotten that story. And I've always felt like, I mean, in my life and relationships I've been in, how much we think we're saying something, but we're not, or think I don't know, expect the others to know what we want when we don't know, and how frustrating that can be. And especially in relationships where people really, really love each other, but aren't understanding each other. And so how do you trust yourself and trust the other person? Yeah. So that's kind of what inspired.
I can't say mine is based on a true story. Sometimes we imagine things.
Mine's based on an alma mater of mine that is soon to go out of business. And I became interested in who gets to control what gets built where over other people's memories. And I think it was just a very cathartic, great experience to write about it that way.
My Shakespeare and Juliet was based on my thinking about all the theaters that do Shakespeare every year. And he's been dead 400 years. And what if Shakespeare never existed? How many other playwrights would have had their work shown to the world if Shakespeare hadn't existed? And so I just thought it would be funny if Shakespeare goes to the bank for a loan, and what if they deny his loan and he goes to debtor's prison and he never gets an opportunity to write the plays he was supposed to write, and then other playwrights blossom and grow. But so tonight was part 1 of the play, a romantic comedy, and then there's a part 2 of this play that ends a little bit differently. But that's how my play got started. Raquel?
So my play is actually based on my mother's story of reuniting with her maternal family. And so it's based on true facts, but then I also fictionalize a lot of things in the play.
Great. Another theme I'm seeing in some of the questions we're getting is if anybody has anything to share about what it was like to see the actors bringing your pieces to life. Like, what was that experience like? A thumbs up. Good, good.
Amazing.
Yeah, it is. It's exhilarating. It's scary, and it is absolutely amazing. You know, you spend some time trying to shape something, and then it's right there. And I just felt very fortunate to have Laura and Nick take on those roles and become those people, and also a little scary.
I know for me, it was, like I said, it came alive when I saw the actors acted, but it also had a lot of personalities that are from my family. So it was good to see that on stage, and hopefully they enjoyed a lot of those moments.
Well, I'm new at this, so I kind of left a lot in the hands of our director and actors. And I was thrilled that they seemed to, they really knew what they were doing and were just great and ran with it. And I think it was by the second rehearsal, I just said, Lynn really is Florence and by Kim really is Ryan. They're inhabiting these people. I'm really feeling it when I look at them. I'm thinking Florence and Ryan, I'm no longer seeing the actors. So that was just amazing to me, that transformation.
I already said how I felt about my actors, but my heart fluttered with delight to see my actors, and they did bring other things to the characters, little tiny beautiful interpretations that I loved. And yeah, my actors took my breath away. Cannot thank them enough. And they really interpreted the lines exactly how I wanted, but more, which was perfect.
Wonderful. Sorry about the photobomb from my cat. She demands to be the center of attention at all times. So we have a question. How hard was it for you to write something so good that others enjoy? Which I'm going to use as a jumping off point to ask about the writing process. And if you want to talk about your process, anything that changed for you in the process of the Play Lab, any open question about the process of writing these scenes.
I think for me, I shared in the class that it was, it kind of flowed in my head. So if I kind of pictured these characters in a room together talking, and what would they say? And so that's kind of how I wrote, just picturing them in a room, and one starts, the other answers, and then there's just the different responses of what they're talking about. So more imaginative of them, at a kitchen table just talking.
I would single out the questioning that Martha and Jess brought to my work. And it was a very powerful motivation, very important.
Yeah, I think one thing that the class really taught me was you have to be thinking about what are the characters' wants and needs as you're going along writing. And you need to stay true to the characters and not insert what you think, say, the ending should be. In my first draft, I had Florence kind of creeping off the stage like the little lady from Japan, and people were saying, that's not Florence, she's very strong and she wouldn't do that. And so I kind of changed the ending, and they also felt it wasn't realistic for her to have this great revelation that people, that she kind of went over people's pasts and demolished them, and she feels sorry for that now, because Florence is a tough lady. So I changed the ending a lot based on the feedback I got from the class. I think it was really helpful.
Yeah, this is Rodrigo. Jesse gave us writing prompts in the sessions, and it's amazing how much the writing prompts revealed things that I ended up inserting in the play. Like in mine, when the doctor shows Maggie the mirror, and she takes the mirror and she sees her face, that was completely different. And it was as a result of a writing exercise that I realized, oh, you know, this is how it has to play out. And there were a lot of other writing prompts that helped us understand characters' wants and needs. And also little exercises that kind of help you understand your characters, understand your theme. You know, what are you really trying to get at, that you're trying to express or capture somehow in the writing or in the scene or in the play. So those were really, really helpful.
I love the writing prompts. I'm too lazy to do them on my own. So when I have a wonderful group like this, it's such a great push for me. And so the writing prompts and the feedback from everybody and from Jesse and Marty was really invaluable.
Thank you. I think we have time for 2 more questions. So the first one I'm going to ask is, what were some of the challenges of doing these plays virtually? As I think all of them were written with a physical space in mind. And I'm also going to invite directors to weigh in on that if they'd like. So playwrights, directors, whoever wants to weigh in.
Come on in, directors. Come on in.
Yeah, I'd love to hear what the directors
or actors
thought about adapting it to the virtual setting.
Yeah, totally. Anybody who wants to say something.
I'm not going to be the only one. Where are all the directors?
There you are.
Thank you, Elise. All right. So the question, it's adapting the piece to Zoom, right? I mean, at this point, I think my brain is already like just in the assumption that when I read a piece, it's going to be on Zoom. So I've had the year now to just make that jump. Of course, it's frustrating. I do have to admit it's frustrating because, you know, my brain still wants to see this on a stage, especially with a romantic relationship. I directed Rodrigo's play The Way We Were. You know, when you have someone in a hospital bed and a doctor, you know, the power dynamics that you could play on a stage with someone in bed and a doctor, and then, you know, there's a romantic, you know, the possibilities are endless if you were to be on stage. So it's like, I think when it comes to Zoom, you have to rely a lot more on the words and a lot more on the chemistry that the characters can do over Zoom. So it's a challenge, but if anything, I think it is a service to the playwright in that you can hear the words that the actors are saying, and on another different level than if it was on stage and you had physicality and, you know, movement and things like that. I think it really comes down to the words. So.
Yeah, totally. Someone in the audience mentioned getting to see the facial expressions of the actors much more clearly as a plus to the Zoom format, whereas in a theater, you might be at more of a distance or at a weird angle. So that's totally true. Any other directors want to weigh in, or playwrights?
Well, Zoom also, sorry, go ahead. Someone was going to speak. I think Zoom also allowed us to see it performed before it was off book, because believe it or not, these actors were not off book, even though it really felt like it was live. Whereas I think on stage, you know, it would have been distracting to see them carrying their script around. So here, like someone said in the comments, you're focusing on their facial expressions, their reactions, and the words.
Yeah, I directed Andrea's play Shakespeare and Juliet, and there's thank you, in part 2 of the script, without giving away too much, there's a lot more physicality that I think I'm excited to see on stage someday. But it was fun to try and figure it out on Zoom, especially because it was such a flirty scene. It was fun to be able to see their expressions and all the eyebrows. We honestly we had a really great time adapting it to Zoom. Even like with we had a slap in there that was kind of funny and campy to do when they're in a different room. But yeah, I mean, it's always going to be a struggle to take something that's clearly meant for a different medium and put it on Zoom. But after a year, honestly, of doing a lot of Zoom theater, it's coming easier, I think, and we're finding ways to really enjoy it. It also helps to have a great script.
I'll mention one thing that I think it was Marty, who, maybe it was Jess, who said, you know, you want to write something that the director is gonna just try to, you know, it's just not gonna want to do it, you know, but you should challenge the director, and of course the director challenges you back. So I thought that was great. It was one impossible thing. I think that was it.
That is one of Marty's favorite things. All right. I think we're going to finish up with one more question, which is kind of me combining 4 questions because we have a lot of questions. That's just kind of what's next. You know, Playwrights, would you be interested in doing more play labs? You know, are you going to continue working on these pieces? What kind of future do you see both for yourself as a playwright and for these plays in particular?
I think John is talking, but you're muted.
John is muted for good reason, as usual.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry, Andrea. For me, I just want to continue finishing the play. So we were encouraged to write to a full-length play. And so I am close to the end of getting to the pages, which is around 80 pages of a full-length play. So I want to just work on that and then continue writing more plays.
If it makes anyone feel any better, the first scene I submitted belongs to a much larger work. So there are other things I'd like to work on, but it was so bad that we just decided to move on.
It wasn't bad, John. It was a work in progress. Yeah, I have a second part to this play. I would love to see it performed by these 2 magnificent actors. I hope you do more play labs. It was lovely, and especially for playwrights like myself who had no formal playwriting, you know, background. I've been so lucky to have these wonderful opportunities. They really are valuable. So I cannot thank you enough. So I hope you continue to offer these opportunities